come on, and Sun, Rising, Venus, and North Node. People that are on their higher vibrational spiritual paths and live with purpose. Okie dokie. Don't forget to flip and flop your energies and genders each and every time you feel fit. Just don't force it, right? I already called in everybody's spirit guides, angels, friends who may have passed over, the higher galactics, the ascended masters. The whole crew is in the building, so just know it. Any of the first card that I got out was storms. Are we dealing with the storms, Capricorn? I think the last couple readings for you were pretty difficult, as I remember. Hold on a minute. I need one more. Yeah. A lot of crying, maybe. I see two cards in front of me. I'll show you in a second. This one, the storm card, past to present energies, whatever that this message is about these storms, okay? And then I got the East and beginnings. Very nice. New beginnings are afoot. I like it. This is in your present, at least a couple weeks, if not longer, right? Because it's a new beginning. It's just when it's beginning. Has it already begun? Is this new beginning already here? I mean, it's going to depend. Then I have home and the earth. Okay, this is crowning you. I like it. Home, earth, very grounded. This would be your a Capricorn card, right? I like that. Male or female. Don't forget to flip and flop your energies and genders, right? The soul and passion. And this was the other card that I saw with the tears. What makes you happy, right? Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. I feel like someone's really sad, right? Or what? Or something. Let me see this. I think that's a fish in the eye. Can you see it? Like right there. I hope it focuses for me. That's like a fish. And that fish is very spiritual, right? Messages. Are you dealing with a water sign, I wonder, as well? Yeah. Clarity and mountain. Okay. We're coming into clarity. I like it, Capricorn. The next short while, right? Depends on everybody. All right, that's what we're starting with anyway. I'm going to pull a little bit more of the vibe before I get into my tarot. Yeah, some of these storms, boy, with that lightning cracking, like I can hear the crackle of the bolt, you know? Some of you anyway. It's going to depend on where you are in the story, right? Show me what I need to see. I need 5 cards. Hi, everybody. Tapping in and out. First one that hits the table, mountains. Something in the mountains. Somebody may live in the mountain or on a mountain, in the mountain region, or someone is from there, maybe. Yeah, the storms in the mountains. All right. The rainfall. It's pouring. It's pouring rain. Mountains. Yeah. Okay. Something about that. I need 4 more cards. Okay. Feathers or coins. New beginnings. You might be finding feathers or coins, right? In the next few weeks or in your present. Maybe you just did. You know, these are signs from your spirit guides and angels that they're there, right? About these new beginnings, right? They're trying to give you signs. Okay, they're trying to give you signs. Show me what I need to see. Whoa. All right, hold on. It's not this one. It's The one on the floor. Dream big. I like it. That's crowning you. Manifestation time, Capricorn. You know, the home is right over this. Being grounded. Dream big. I like that. All right. What else? We got 2 more of these and we can move on. Okay. Tyrant energy. Oh boy. Tyrant energy. This is your hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Wow. Someone's a tyrant. I completely forgot I even had that in this deck. Something, yeah, tyrant energy. It's, you know, all right. There are certain people in this earth that, you know, cause shit, cause misery, cause confusion, right? Plane. Something about a plane, okay? And clarity and mountain, again, is right over this. Look, I have mountain on this end, and I have mountain on this end. So is that relevant for somebody? You know? All right. What about this plane? Is it a plane that we're on the plane of existence, you know? Hi, everybody. Hi, Shay Shay. Haven't seen yous in a while. All right, so I'm going to get into my tarot. I'm going to use my Deviant deck. And we're going to get a little deeper. So, yeah, we already have synchronicities. I'm barely even into the reading. This tyrant energy, you know, they could be breaking someone's spirit. And, you know, I had to deal with that, you know. So I dealt with that, right? I can't even get away from it. I didn't even want to bring it up, but I grew up with a certain someone in my family that wanted my spirit broken. They did anything and everything. And I feel like that's what they're doing to you somehow, some way. You know, my situation could be similar to yours, right? Yeah. Someone isn't sure what to do. They're exhausted, like depleted. Take that flippin' mask off. That's what needs to happen, right? You're not taking me down. Take the mask off. I'm still me under all that. There is a person under there, right? That's sad. I don't like that energy. All right, show me what I need to see. I need a bunch of cards. The Emperor just fell out. Yeah. The East, beginnings, feathers or coins. There's messages and signs. You know, this is about taking control or bossing up or whatever, right? The Emperor is Emperor. Feathers or coins right over that. 3 of Cups down, party's over, dream big. Yeah, something about the home. Manifesting. And this is a great time to do it. We just had 2 solar eclipses, or eclipses, 1 solar, 1 lunar. And I wonder, do we have another eclipse this year to end it off until next season? I think we have 1 more in October. I'll have to look that up. I'm usually a lot more knowing about that. But if you know, please put it down for other people. Hey, you know, before I go any further with this reading, I would like to ask everybody out there watching. Whoops. Sorry, I just kicked my camera. Ask everybody out there watching, if you would put a comment down below for somebody else that is really going through it, right? That's really going through it, and give them a voice of encouragement or uplifting message that they need to hear right now that you think might help them, right? I'm going to start asking this more and more often in my readings anyway. My channel is about empowerment, and that's how we do it, right? So what do you got for somebody else that needs to hear whatever that is, right? All right, back to the reading. High Priestess down, Tyrant energy, yeah. Oh boy. Very against this High Priestess, the one that knows something. Mm, yeah, ancient knowledge is more than likely. But they're either denying it or refusing it. And this is the hope, fear, challenge, and homework. However, I feel like your passion is being drained from you. You know, you need to block your energy from this tyrant energy and really do what you need to do internally, right? Whatever that is. I just have a feeling it's like breaking free of something, but I guess you're going to be all different in your situation. So we'll see what comes out here. Okay. That was kind of a mess, but all right. Let me pull my chair in. We got Page of Wands, Nine of Swords, excuse me, hiccupy. Nine of Swords reversed, the Chariot reversed, Four of Cups reversed, dead center in the reading. Ten of Wands, Page of Pentacles reversed, Seven of Pentacles reversed, Hanged Man reversed, holy moly. Eight of Cups, Five of Pentacles reversed, Seven of Cups reversed. Spirit just gave me the whole scenario in one big, like, this is the way it is, almost, or something. Two of Cups down. We got Two of Cups and Three of Cups down. Yeah. We either don't want this union, or we don't want a reunion, or it's off, or something about that, right? The union of two, whoever that is. It doesn't have to be your lover, right? This could just be a relationship with, friends, family, co-workers, or what. Okay, so anyway, where was I? Page of Wands, Clean, Clarity, Mountain. Okay. Yeah. I feel like somebody's going to be a little spontaneous, maybe, coming. Something about a plane. I'm not sure how that's resonating with people yet. The plane of existence. I heard that actually twice. So, whatever that is to you, but there's going to be clarity here, right? Possibly about messages of the past or something. Uh-huh. The Nine of Swords reversed. Mountains is right over this, and so is the Storm card, right? Now, if you look at this, that's a nightmare. Nail biting, like I've never been there before. The cat's even running away. Yeah, it could be anxieties, but here they're either refusing it, denying it, or because I have the 9 and the 9, which technically are endings, right? And tens in tarot. But 9, we're in a number 9 year. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, it could be like even possibly a little guilty of a feeling, or but with the 9 of Wands down and that depletion energy of wearing the mask, that's what it is, man. Take the mask off, right? Or the nightmare, maybe this is it. If that isn't, maybe the nightmare situation was already a long time ago and it's still looming, okay? Because that could be too for someone out there. Chariot down is things are stopped, dead stop. The Emperor right over this, and new beginnings, right? Feathers or coins. Yeah, I feel like somebody's going to be getting some messages from their spirit guides. Maybe around the house, the garden, the outside, wherever they are shopping, who knows? Just, keep your eyes out because there'll be something. Four of Cups down, dead center in the reading. Dream big. Getting very weird energy off of this one. in a certain sense, I'm getting like there's something about something that maybe have happened in the past that was said without thinking or something like that. Now, that might be specific for someone, not everyone. I'm not sure. But then I got another energy here of refusing, like, or not wanting to think about it, right? We don't want to think about that collaboration of more than likely three that, I feel like it's a very heavy, burdensome type energy. This is about ancestral curses being broken, and I have tyrant energy right over this. And this is the hope, fear, challenge, and homework. That weight that you're carrying isn't even yours to carry, Capricorn. It's this person's. When you start recognizing what they start putting in your life to keep you or stop you from moving ahead or doing what you love or being with somebody you care about or, whatever that is. Whoops, that's up here. I feel like I also feel like this tyrant energy wants you to carry because they are denying or refusing this high priestess, right? And they're kind of making you carry their weight of that as well, right? Or something. I don't know, but it was bad craft, man. Bad craft. You got the Page of Wands here, Page of Pentacles here. There could be kids involved, or something like that. But this is like not really planting seeds, because if we don't plant the seeds, how are we going to get the harvest, right? Well, we got to plant those seeds. You got to do the work of it. Somebody's denying it or refusing it. There's a plane right over this. Planes, trains, and automobiles. I just heard. I have the chariot here. Okay. Planes, trains, and automobiles. That might be relevant to someone, And then there was the second mountain card. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Seven of Pentacles down. Somebody wasn't really, thinking about the future here or something. But I feel like the bad intent of it all, because if you turn it upright, look at this guy. He's drawing blood on the tree. Yeah. So all that work that was put into it was drawing blood over and over and over and over and over, right? It's like witchcraft. But then here, it happened a long time ago here, I think, because this is reversed, right? And just being tired of it. Something about the mountains. This was the second or first mountain card. Shout out to the people that can read the cards backwards. I'm sorry that it does that. It's YouTube. It's just, we can't. If we're live, we can't change that. Somebody set themselves free, or you want to be, right? This is the intention. This is the hanged man when they're hanging, right? They were set free here. So there was very sacrificial energies around this. There's a new beginning here. Things have come to a stop. Somebody's the emperor after all. In a very masculine energy. It could be a female in this case. Yeah. Look at, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with that. Walking away from it. Somebody's dreaming big. Yeah, don't listen to the tyrant energy. Somehow, some way, block it. If you have to leave or tell them to leave, for God's sakes, it's their energy, it's their problem. Get out. Didn't I see this before in your readings? I think a couple times, even back a few. There was a big message for that tyrant energy. Like, there's the door. You caused this shit. Fucking get out. Excuse my German. you know? Yeah, people are feeling guilty and resentful. This tyrant is, people see that sneaky behavior all day long, you know? People were ostracized and pushed out, ignored maybe, or gaslit or manipulated or whatever that was, probably homeless even for some people. This tyrant energy, the burdens, you know, is draining your soul. It's draining your happiness. The illusion's out. Plain mountains. I feel like it's just clear as day. Because this, if it's upright, is about illusion, right? That artist doesn't even see that he's kicking over the cups, and he's wearing the mask too, right? But when it's here, it was exposure of the illusion or whatever that could be. But then it could be clarity. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, it's becoming clear to you. All right, I'm changing decks. We're gonna get deeper still. I'm gonna use my Oz and Wonderland deck. I love this deck. Keeps me on my toes with the trivia. I even had to watch a video about the real old Alice in Wonderland that they don't tell you in the story, kind of thing. And it was interesting, and I probably should watch it again, even because I think I missed a bit. Okay, so here it's saying I have the Four of Swords, and this is saying, first I'll show you this one. Somebody needed peace, somebody needed a truce. They recovered and healed, right? They were exhausted. And that's what needs to happen to you, right? You need to heal. The mountains and the storms is right over us. You need to heal from this. You need to get away from it. Or, I don't know. Like, what is this tyrant energy's problem? Do they hate? They probably hate themselves. Yeah. All right. Here's the Magician. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all new now. Just new beginning. This Emperor is looking at this Magician, right? Somebody's creating something, right? This one. And this Emperor is looking right at him. He's watching the Master Magician. Feathers of coins right over it. Okay. Beginnings and East. That's in your present. So he's watching the magic happen. Or she, right? Don't forget to flip and flop your energies and genders each and every time you feel fit. Yeah. So I feel like, this is called the Red King. Okay, on the card. The Red King healed, and from the healing became the Magician. And if you ask me, that sounds like Merlin's story, right? Any of you familiar with the true story of Merlin? I'm not totally up to it, but I know enough about it. When Merlin goes into his cave, there's a whole lot of stuff that happens in that cave while he's healing and everything. He was ostracized from society, you know. There's a big long story. We should look that up too on YouTube if you choose. That's a cool this time of year kind of video. All right, so anywho. Three of Cups down with the Ace of Cups. Yeah, the party's over. Somebody's filling their own cup of joy or their own cup that makes them happy, whatever it is. Home and grounded is right over this. Dream big. I like it. Right. I feel yeah, somebody's very content here, I feel. Could it be this Magician? Okay. Hold on. I need a bunch of cards, Spirit, please. Ten of Wands again. Ding, 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 ding. Man, you are carrying some weight that is not yours to carry. Holy moly. All right. Hold on a minute now. All right. So the High Priestess reversed, right? Tyrant energy. Yeah, this tyrant doesn't like this High Priestess or won't accept it or whatever that was, right? King of Wands down. Tyrant energy. Somebody's not bossing up. This tyrant isn't such a tyrant. Or something. Or they're not taking charge. I don't know what that means. Because the Emperor is here, which is telling me somebody is in charge. Now I have the Two of Wands with the Page of Wands. Yeah, choices. What are we doing, people? Left or right? You know? Being spontaneous with clarity or going towards clarity. Being spontaneous and going towards clarity. Okay. In the next couple weeks. Choosing that road, that yellow brick road, right? Yeah. Eight of Cups. Yeah, doesn't want to deal with it. Ding, 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 ding. Eight of Cups, Eight of Cups. Walking away. This one didn't want to deal with the nightmare situation, right? This one doesn't either. That's funny. But I don't know. Yeah, here's that other Ten of Wands that I was talking about. Ding, ding, ding. Look at everything on his back that he's carrying, you know? Times that by 2 or 10, you know? Because look, all the weight he's carrying. You know, they're both looking the same way, too. Which is towards the future in my reading, by the way. So, yeah, carrying the weight. Things have come to a stop, carrying the weight of the burdens. All right, Metamorphosis. Number 24. This is one of the extra major arcanas in this deck, right? There's 25 instead of 21 or 2, depending on if you count the Fool or not. Anywho, Metamorphosis is about change, right? It's about transformation, like somebody completely transformed, right? Somebody didn't think they could do it or did it or they can do it. You can. You absolutely can dream big. You can transform this energy, right? Just let it out. If you need to scream it out, kick it out, cry it out, I don't care how it is, punch your pillow, you know? Even if it is to your own self that you're taking accountability and responsibility and whatever, if you don't even tell anyone, you know, you just do that on your own because you're surrounded by this tyrant energy. So I'm assuming a lot of you are living with this person, but maybe not everybody, you know, getting out of the storms. Yeah, it's over, rover. The hope, fear challenge and homework is getting out of the storms, right? We're in it right now. The way to do that is to heal. That's period, point blank. That's the message. Whoever you need to. I know Capricorn has been needing to heal for a while, but you know, or this person does, but you know, I don't see these energies going anywhere. They've been in your readings forever. It's kind of like Scorpio's reading. They can't get rid of these stupid energies around them. You know? It's just constant. Anyway. Yeah, oh boy. All right, Two of Wands. So there might be like a battle of the wits here coming. Something about a plane. It's right over, I don't know what that means. Traveling. You could be traveling towards and having a battle of the wits. Okay. But with this bad intention or this bad seed, you know, it's probably not a good idea. But okay. because maybe that's what needs to happen, right? Getting it out, getting it over with, speaking your word, speaking their word, whatever this is, right? Show me. I need 5 more cards and we can move on. It is about new beginnings. There is clarity coming. I feel like there's travel involved for clarity to be coming. You know, you have to do something. Get off your rump, maybe. 8 of Swords down, 7 of Pentacles down. Yeah, it's clarity. There is a lot of clarity. Oh, look, we got clarity in this corner and we got clarity in that corner. Ding, ding, ding. God, you got a lot of synchronicities in this reading. But this one is clarity of all the blood that was spilled in the past and all the whatever that was, right? It's clear as day on that mountain. Clear as day. Give me a bunch, please. Two more. Is that 2? Yep. Okay. 3 of Wands down. So you don't really see like anything coming out of that garden kind of thing. And that's what this deck is about, these cards. You don't really see a future there. Okay? Probably because you already know the damage was done or something of that kind. I have Ace of Pentacles. I have 3 of Cups. I have Page of Pentacles down. Ding, 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 ding. Yet another synchronicity. And then I have King of Swords. All right. This chair sits really low, so I feel like I'm shrinking. All right. So there's an opportunity to set yourself free here. Okay. I don't know if that's metaphorically for certain people or what. But there is an opportunity anyway. The Magician is overhead with the Feathers and Coins card and New Beginnings. And there's a beginning right there. So that's another synchronicity. This one's tangible, however, right? It's about letting the burdens go, right? A chance meeting. Somebody doesn't want to deal with a gathering. Dream big, right? They don't want to be there. The Tyrant energy doesn't want to face that High Priestess. That's what it is. They don't want to deal with it. But there's a union or something. Someone has transformed. It's about change. And I feel like everybody on the board is, whether they realize it or not, grasping that change and getting through it best you can. Yeah. I can feel a lot of you are doing your best, you know, like, but I really feel a lot of you need to get it out as well. Page of Pentacles down with 5 of Pentacles down. It was bad intent all day long, this Tyrant. And draining your passion, you know, draining your light. They're doing it on purpose. I hate to tell you. People are sick in this world, you know. This doesn't mean this is all of you. I mean, hey, it's in the cards. I you know. Yeah, this King of Swords, you know, Battle of the Wits kind of thing coming. Something about traveling there, and the clarity that is happening, right? That's what it's about. This one is fair and just, however, but on the other hand, this one could be bugging the shit out of you because it's a bug, right? So you can, you know, they might be bugging you. All right, so I'm going to switch it up. And I love this deck. I love the lore and I love the trivia. So check it out. What do you got for Capricorn? Okay. The Mummy and change. Yeah. Change. Change. Okay, hold on. I'm going to read it to you. Oh, look, I opened right up to it. Isn't that funny? So don't forget to flip and flop your energies should you need to. Okay? Okay. Let's see if I can get that without a glare. The ancient Egyptians took death very seriously. Death was not seen as many of us see it, a finality to be dreaded, but as just the beginning of a new life and often eternal life in a better place, the afterlife. The practice of honoring and preserving the body through a complex process of mummification was central to ancient Egyptian culture. This was not just a physical embalming process, but a carefully enacted ritual process that ensured preservation into the next world. Many other cultures also mummified their dead, including the Incas, the Argentinians, the Maoris, and many of the cultures in the Torres Strait Islands. In our modern horror genre, the mummy has become an icon, from early horror writing at the turn of the century to the very popular films The Mummy and The Mummy Returns. The plot normally revolves around the mummy returning to life and cursing and hunting down the living. The discovery of King Tut's tomb and other long hidden Egyptian treasures in the 1920s, in particular, sparked an explosion in mummy related films and literature. Should you pull the mummy card during your divination, know that change is inevitable and that no matter how hard you try, things will not be preserved exactly the same way. This card also indicates that this change is for the better. The endings, the closed doors, the barriers, this is just a healthy pause and an indication that a change of tactics is needed. You're not cursed, you've just developed a pattern. That's important for a lot of you to know. You are not cursed, you've just developed a pattern. You can take control and change it. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to use my Kitchen Witch deck. See what we got coming out in the recipes this month. Oh, I love this time of year. The more theatrical, the better. I might even do like a little Halloween special. I don't know. I don't know how to. We'll see what I come up with. We'll see. I got a couple weeks to figure it out. That reminds me, don't forget to tickle that little notification bell, right? To know when I come out with your readings, because I'm not out all the time like other tarot readers. Some of those readers are out like 3 and 5 and 10 times a day. You know, I'm like, no, I'm out like every couple weeks. Eucalyptus and breathe. Just breathe. Breathe deeply. Hold it. You know, breathe. Okay. Emotions have stuffed down and feelings have been trapped and suffocated, and feelings of being trapped and suffocated have restricted you. Allow me to bring you some welcome relief to cleanse you both spiritually and physically. It's time to breathe again. As I bring fresh energy to your situation and relieve you of mental exhaustion, my succulents and calming properties gift you with the purity and stimulation. I will restore clarity to your overactive mind. Enable my strong minty scent to open up your airways and to enhance your creative pathways. Add a few drops of me to steam and breathe in my antibacterial and antiseptic curative properties. I will also expel any residual energies as you cleanse your ritual tools with my oil. And as you burn my leaf, I will escort all negative influences away. Hmm, that's cool. Some of you might want to get a little eucalyptus, hang it in the house if you don't have any already, right? And okay, this one, that one, that one. All right, I'm going to pull this one. I do love this deck. I hope you do too. I use this one very often. Whoa, okay, that's the one. That's the one. Snake and rebirth. Yeah. It's like shedding skin, the transformation of it all. When the caterpillar is in the chrysalis, it's like a painful thing. It's they got to go through it to release it so they can be free again. Right? Yeah. All right. So, anywho, check it out. I opened right up to it again. All right. I have slithered along to bring about major changes in your life and have noticed that you have had difficulties letting go of the past. However, I know from experience that if you don't shed your old skin, you will perish and die within. Past thoughts and feelings keep rearing their ugly heads and strike out at you and others without warning. The illusions of the past are controlling your abilities to see clearly, and you have become blinded to the immense healing opportunities that I offer, of shedding what no longer serves your highest purpose, to bring about a metamorphosis for change and new beginnings. From this place of transition, you are more able to tap into my wisdom and decipher when it is the right time to strike back. Be watchful of biting reactions as you outgrow the old. My antidote will diffuse both your poisoned thoughts and complications, clearing the way so that you can take the path of least resistance to new life, which awaits you now. Yeah, very, very, very transformative year. We're in the number 9 year, right? It's the death card energy. It's in everybody's life right now on the planet. Everybody, right? This is what we need to do. These are the energies being brought down from the universe purposely, because there are so many people that are asleep on this planet. It is ridiculous. It's just ridiculous that people do not see how their bad intent affects others, right? But getting through all of this is the way you let it go, right? You might be dealing with a Scorpio or a water sign, very possibly. I'm going to close it with the rune. Oh, that one flipped right over too. The Two of Cups. Nice. Didn't we have a Two of Cups down or something? Well, whatever. This one's up. Hold on. I'll show you the back. They're all different. This is what it looks like. And is that, yeah, that's 2 lightning bolts back there behind the Two of Cups. The lightning bolts and the Two of Cups. Okay. So check it out. The heart you hold is pure and deep. Be sure of the company that you carry and keep. Who is that person sitting on the couch next to you? Exactly. Capricorn. Those are your messages. Be cool, man. Be kind. Be patient. And please just be a good human. I wish everybody deep, deep healing. I wish everybody peace out of all of this. I really do. I wouldn't waste my time doing this, But yeah, I'll see you in a couple weeks. Don't forget to tickle that little notification bell. You're welcome. You're welcome. We'll see. We'll see. I can't read all these comments. It's too bad they don't stay on my screen after I stop. It makes me mad. I got a bunch of them here. Oh, I'm sorry, Shay Shay. Oh, I'm sorry. I send my condolences and love and light. Oops, I don't know what I just tapped. All right, I got to get off here. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Ciao.